We've been assigned to visit Wheatrix's camp tomorrow and train their Scorpius teams.
Be sure to bring them some Posca as a peace offering, so they don't just see you as some know-it-all who thinks you're better than them.
Domine, you are a gifted commander. I am sure this will only be the first of your many conquests. It is easy to get drunk on the fumes of victory. Please do not forget why you are doing this. Ah, home. It's a beautiful and ancient land, but no one can truly know it. This campaign will be a test of your capabilities. You must be ready for anything. Asia Minor may look beautiful and inviting, but do not be deceived. Tartarus is not too far away from the Elysium.
What do you need? It was to be expected. I am content, but a bit disappointed. It did end a bit too quickly for my tastes, but mostly because there's no crowd to cheer for us. Without an audience, victory feels hollow. I will need to think about this. I am looking forward to fighting again. And I am looking forward to having my feet firmly planted on soil again, too. Then let us see to it that this journey is finished as soon as possible.
With Carter's fleet defeated, it will take some time to move the legions into Asia.
We should relocate Legio Wittrix first. Your legionary have been sitting idle too long, Consul, and just about put down roots.
Agreed. The task of picking our path to Chalcedon will be up to you. Scout ahead with the speculatores, then use Victrix to pacify the province. I will follow with Legio Prima Italica to help you hold the territory you take. Pontus has invaded Asia before. Carter was made proconsul to keep Mithridates from making another attempt. Something is different this time. Pontus has support among the local population. We have to treat Asia as hostile territory. That is a wise plan, but Carter's precarious situation does not leave us much time for caution.
Then we must learn on our feet, Domine.
The bulk of Mithridates' army is besieging Kazikos, the only city in Asia that resisted him. With his local allies, he is too great a force for us to face. If you can discover a way to turn the other regions here against Mithridates and make them withdraw their forces from the siege, that would aid us greatly.
What about the traitor? The one who lured the Legion into Archelaus' ambush. He should be killed, like the cockroach he is.
Good that you mention it. I believe we may have found him. A centurion called Cassius. He has been missing since the ambush, but a local fisherman admitted to taking him to the mainland. He speaks the local language and had family in Lesbos. Not precisely, but it appears he was originally from Troas. I would say it's a safe bet you'll find him somewhere in that region. He probably had help. Jumping to conclusions is unproductive. But I suspect he's working for Vitellius Skywiller.
Forgive me, Domine, but what makes you think so?
It's merely a suspicion. We shall talk about this later. Remember, he's no use to us dead. Visit me in my legion's camp when you have questioned him.
If we're talking about interrogating spies, Calidus should be part of this. Where is he?
It would not surprise me to find he's been standing right behind us this whole time.
Can you say that a little louder? I don't think they heard you up at the prow. I had a feeling you knew about it. I just couldn't figure out why you didn't bring it up. I didn't mean to pull you into my deception. I just wanted to give you a little more time to earn my trust. Don't give me that overbearing tone. All the obstacles I faced, I conquered as a man. The only tricky part was not being found out.
It's about time you two met.
I could never have maintained the deception for so long without the consul's help.
I was shocked at first, but Callida had more than proven her worth by the time she revealed the truth to me.
I can't say this comes as a surprise. I figured you had your reasons to keep the secret, so I played along.
By all the gods, you are a great woman.
Oh, wonderful. It's turning into a whole thing.
When this war is over, I will court you. You and I will produce strong children.
I will attempt to take that as a compliment. Thank you, Legate. I'm sorry I lied to you.
You have every right to feel betrayed. But I want you to keep Julia Callida in your contubernum. Militarily, you're an irreplaceable asset together.
For what it's worth, I want to stay.
I'll leave you two to catch up. I have an invasion to plan.
men are awaiting your orders.
Arcium Latius Extendite! We are ready to engage the enemy. Nakatapila! Enemy equites are charging our formation! Ability equites! Sinite milites exultare!
Domine.
Awe, legate. If you have a moment, there's a matter which I believe urgently requires your attention. Although our legion is quite new, they're already demonstrating superior discipline and devotion. Unfortunately, no matter how successful a military engagement is, sometimes the pacification of a region demands your personal attention. It is enough to take control, but not enough to keep it. Pockets of resistance will always remain, and voices of dissent will be raised now and then. It is courage, in my view. I would do the same if my own home were ever subjugated to another nation. Not at all. Your attention will be reserved for more important things. I would suggest that you delegate this kind of task to someone you trust, however. I would ask that you send members of your Praetorian Guard, supervised by someone from your personal contubernium. There is no king. Remember, this country is rightfully a province under our republic. As we regain control, it is unfortunately inevitable that we must put in some work to stabilize each region again under Rome. Remember, legate, until we take care of any such disturbances, we won't be able to control any territory we have captured. Left unextinguished, the embers of rebellion can turn into a roaring inferno. Our dominance on land depends partly on our dominance of the seas, legate. Unfortunately, we have discovered the Greeks are building a new navy somewhere. We do not know. They seem to be changing the location of their shipyards constantly. What we do know is that they're transporting vast quantities of lumber. We don't. But most of the pirates here seem to be working for Mithridates Megas, so that's a safe assumption. They seem to be adept at this kind of clandestine operation. Besides, this is their land. They know the landscape inside out. We can intercept their lumber shipment and kill everyone. That should slow them down. Enough for us to actually find their shipyards. Our way, legate.
Good day.
He won't. How long will you let him string you along like this?
You only see it from the outside. You don't see what he's like when we're alone.
He would have married you a year ago if he was going to. You're just an amusement to him. Entertainment.
What a hurtful thing to say. Stop talking like you know our relationship. Theopilos loves me.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to hurt you. But I just want you to see that he's using you.
I know you care, but trying to destroy my relationship is not the way to show it.
Let's just drop it. Will I see you tomorrow for dinner?
Of course.
It turns out there was a snake in the basket. I only realized after it bit me.
How did you survive?
I don't know. Maybe the snake wasn't venomous.
Nonsense! All snakes are venomous. But perhaps you are immune to all forms of poison, like the King of Pontus.
Ah, that's just a rumor. No one can survive a snake's venom.
Well, you did.
A Roman officer at my temple. I am Theophilus, High Priest of Apollon and ruler of Musia. It is foolish of you to come here, considering that we are at war. But I will not spill your blood in front of Apollon Alexikakos. Your legion has unlawfully occupied Lesbos. You must leave at once, or be destroyed by King Mithridates. My predecessor, Praegonius Mauro, was an arrogant Optimus who cared not one iota for the wishes of his people. You dog-fucking Romans think you can just sit in your fancy villas and decree how people should live their lives hundreds of leagues away. Well, I say enough! With the support of Pontus, I have cast off the tyranny of Rome, unseated that sniveling sycophant Mauro, and the people love me for it. They love Mithridates Megas. Never. Musia owes everything to Pontus. Our oaths of fealty to the Alliance will never be broken. So it seems.
Strategos! Over. Thank you for stopping. You are the Strategos of a Roman legion, are you not? I saw you talking with Theophilus. My name is Zenobia. I am the widow of Preconius Maro, the rightful governor of Musia, whom Theophilus murdered. I beseech you to help me exact my revenge upon Theophilus. I have many allies still among the powerful people of Musia. If you will help me kill Theophilus, in return, I promise to break the alliance with Pontus. Well, I find that word distasteful. But yes, in essence. I do not. Violence is not my strength. I have no talent for it. That is why I need your help. Please do think well about it. I believe that you will see the value of my proposal. I will be here if you need my help with anything.
The Man Crusher. You are the Man Crusher, aren't you? That old man by your side, the famous Man Crusher.
It's been a long time since I've heard that name.
Wait, what? Man Crusher? Are you serious? That's a euphemism, surely.
I'm afraid not. And nothing good ever came out of that name. I greet you, young man. I was indeed known as the Man Crusher of Halicarnassus. But my past life is a distant memory now. Tell your master I don't fight for sport anymore.
Cheater! I'm not here to hire you. I'm here for vengeance.
I have so many questions.
Pigres, son of Diocles, son of Diodorus, spear thrower and Pancration athlete. Champion, of course.
Diodorus, you are his grandchild. Is he still alive?
Grief has turned him into a husk of the man he once was, but he is indeed still alive. Cheater!
I used to be a wrestler. I was pretty good at it too. I represented my hometown, Halicarnassus, in the Olympic Games. With honor, mostly.
Honor? What do you know of honor? It is because of you my grandfather suffers now.
Before I was sold as a servus, I was the champion of my people, adored and envied by many. Obviously, no one was bold enough to challenge me, especially when it came to Pancration.
Until my grandfather faced you, and you had to cheat in order to preserve your fame and fortune.
It is a kind of wrestling, very popular around Aegaeum Mare, one of the defining competitions in our Olympiads.
You were a gladiator? You look nothing like a gladiator. How did you survive?
It was a long time ago, Bestia, and I wasn't a gladiator. I was an athlete, competing in the Olympiads.
I have seen free citizens fight in the arena. You competed for a prize in a kind of arena. Like a gladiator.
The Man Crusher of Halicarnassus was going to face my grandfather in the games. Everyone knew he'd lose, for Diodorus was the greatest wrestler Cos has ever produced.
He was formidable. And frankly, for the first time in my life, I was afraid of losing. They sent me to the games and told me, come back with the trophy, or do not come back at all. Not exactly. I didn't even face him. I stole the trophy.
You did what?
I certainly didn't see this coming. Cinerus is a thief, huh?
I reject that characterization of me. I've stolen only once. That hardly constitutes a habit. You should know, young man. As a result of my actions, Halicarnassus was expelled from the Union. I have paid for my crimes.
I am told you were exiled and sold as a servus. That still doesn't satisfy my grandfather's honor. The trophy belongs to my family. Give it back!
This event was a lifetime ago. Even if the trophy was still in Halicarnassus, my exile remains in place. The wouldn't let me in.
I, Pigres, accept this challenge in my grandfather's name. He is a frail old man who can barely lift his finger now. But you can accept me as an extension of his will.
Wait. Pigres is a professional wrestler in his prime. Cinerus, however formidable, is an old man. He doesn't stand a chance against Pigres. It's not fair.
You're right, Centurio, but what is? Perhaps this is how it's supposed to be. This is how I finally pay for my crimes.
Let us make it fair, then. I shall represent Cineros.
Why would I fight you? You are not a side in this conflict. It is Cineros who committed the offense. It is Cineros who should fight.
I may not know anything about your customs, but I know what you are. You are the Aurorus' champion. Now accept me as Cineros' champion.
This is my fight, my crime to atone for. But if Bestia insists, I will accept.
If that's the case, it's surely not Pigres' fight either.
But it is my fight. Stand aside, please. Let us begin. Show me what you know, Pigres.
I have been waiting for this for a long time. Get up, old man! Show me if there's still anything left of the man-crusher in you!
Your grandfather has trained you well.
Time is a harsh mistress, it seems. It has left you shriveled and defenseless.
Oh, I felt that in my old bones, that's for sure. But I'm not done yet. My arm. You broke my arm. Help me stand.
You have been rightfully defeated, Cineros, the man-crusher. Do not show your face on this soil again.
Ah, I heard good things about
Good day to you, honored Romans. Have you need of food or medicine?
I don't know.
I am Alexius. I buy cured meats and medicinal herbs from the villages of Mysia and sell them here under the gaze of Apollon Phoebus.
Hey, no spoilers.
I have no wine, I'm afraid. But if you ever find yourself in our neighboring region of Troas, there is a very good vintner in a village on the coast. Her name is Callis. I've purchased from her in the past. I liked him better when he was just a priest. Why has he sent our soldiers to besiege Kyzikos? I have family in that city. After the proprietor died, people say he was corrupt and elitist. I don't know about any of that, but at least he did not make war upon our neighbors.
Good day to you, my friend. May I interest you in some finely crafted metalwork by local artisans? I am called Voithos. Your name marks you as a person of great distinction. It is my honor to meet you. Correct. I am both. A priest of Hephaestus, the god of carpenters, craftsmen, artisans, and indeed smiths. It is my view that in order to pay full and proper tribute to Hephaestus Clitotechnes, one must practice at least one of his crafts. I endeavor to practice them all. Though I have dedicated myself to the lame one, I both love and admire Apollon. Both are gods of creation, of art and beauty. There is no temple here to Hephaestus, but his works are carried out every day to the benefit of everyone. I would not sell anything that I create. My hands and all that they make belong to Hephaestus. I give it away freely to those in great need. But in the mercantile arts, I have found a way to sustain myself, as all men must do. Some of these items were donated to me, others I have purchased in order to resell. Finely wrought jewelry, sturdy tools, sharp weapons, items of pride and importance. Would you like to take a look? I would be thrilled to part with some of my materials. It is my duty and my pleasure to promote the art of smithing and other crafts.
Thank you, Roman. I don't know which god compelled you to help us. We want to get married, but her family doesn't allow it. We are in love, but her father just hates me.
I don't hate you. My girl deserves an appropriate bride price. Instead of paying, you abducted her. How could you even care for my daughter if you can't pay her bride price? You want to pay for it? But why? I never knew Romans to be this generous.
I don't know what to say. There's nothing I can give in return, but thank you. I will name my firstborn after you. I hope my child will turn out to be as generous as our Roman benefactor.